Welcome to Magic Crossover, presented by Starry. I'm your host, Kendra Douglas, alongside Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kenny,
Yes,
as we were going to call you. How are you feeling? How are you?
I'm feeling great. Had a great, light practice this morning. My body feels great. Just the excitement, I'm getting ready.
When you think about just kind of your career, your life, everything that you've accomplished, what are some of the things that really stand out and why you continue to play this game?
Of course, my championships are going to stand out, a lot more. But just for me, just how I prolong myself in this league, becoming a professional, me growing up, coming in the league at 19, growing up pretty fast, learning a lot of things on the way, and just becoming the man who I am today, man. I feel like that's the biggest thing I would take out of it, just me accomplishing my goals, having my family that's there to support means a lot.
I want to get into the championships for sure. Which one, I hate to say, does one mean more? What was it like? I'm sure each of them were different feeling. So kind of walk us through how you felt in Denver and then LA. How did those feel?
Like you said, both of them was different. The LA one, 2020, the midst of COVID. Then we had to leave our family, come here actually in Orlando to the bubble, and do it that way. So a lot of sacrifices happened within that championship run. But it was at the end of the day, we still became champions. I got to see my family, spend that time with them, and I enjoyed that as well. I got a lot of time to spend with my brothers, my championship brothers, and we made it a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And Denver was everything I wanted.
Yeah.
As far as winning a championship, having the fans there, winning in front of the fans, getting that parade, and just having that type of excitement and experience. It was just overwhelming because I wanted it, the first one, but then ended up getting in the second one, which, like I said, both of them was different,
mm-hmm.
And they gave me different feelings.
Did you know, I guess kind of, how sometimes you can feel we're about to get to this point. Did you kind of feel with both teams, or especially with Denver, we actually are going to have a chance to get to the finals and we really could do this?
Yeah, with both teams, we, especially with LA, when we all, got together, was just hanging out with each other. We kind of knew, and just the way our chemistry was with each other off the court, and on the court was just so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Then the locker room was great, and it just seemed like it was no bad days over there, doing that championship run. We were just playing and having fun together.
Yeah.
And then Denver was the same way. I recognized it training camp, and then just by playing against them throughout the season, when I was on the Lakers, and I just knew they had it. They just needed that one piece, and just to get them over the hump, and just being alongside that type of team,
mm-hmm.
Was also prolonged my career as well. Just I had to adapt to both teams, coming from Detroit, and it turned out well.
Yeah, your journey's turned out pretty well. You mentioned just now, they needed that key piece. In a sense, it feels like you kind of are that key piece coming here. What can you bring, and what do you hope to bring to this team, knowing your resume and all that you've been through, and what it takes, the hard days, not really, having those hard days, but not using them, but using them as fuel maybe?
Yeah, for me, just here is just getting the guys on the same page, as far as the championship mindset.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of sacrifices that everybody's going to have to take, in order for everybody to get there. And I just want, for me, that leadership, just want everybody to, especially the younger guys, just to see, what it takes, to sacrifice, some stuff you're not going to like,
mm-hmm.
But how you react to it, says a lot, to your brothers that's on the floor with you. So just having that chemistry and that brotherhood, goes a long way. And for me, just doing what I do best, playing defense and shooting the ball. Just by watching them, like before I even signed here, that was one key thing that was missing. Even though they had some great shooters, just adding a little bit more depth, especially offensively and defensively. And I think it's gonna be a great run this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
When you look at guys like Paulo and just his game and his awareness and just his IQ of the game, what has really impressed you about playing with him, practicing with him, and do you sometimes look back and look at him and be like, oh yeah, like this, he's the real deal? He's
very. I've just by the few practices and just being around him, very unselfish. Seems to me that he don't want the spotlight, even though he is, it's on him.
Yeah.
And he's looking to make everybody around him better. And to be so young, he's a quick learner. He knows what he's talking about on and off the court, and he just, he listens. A lot of young guys, think they know it all, and like they just come in, thinking they can do a lot, but he listens, and he transferred, to his game, and I respect that.
That's awesome. So a big part of this podcast, we don't really get to know who you are because you're playing so much. So this is the moment where we are going to get to know you a little bit more. I saw something that said that you were playing golf during the hurricane, not Milton, but the last one.
The baby one, huh?
Yes, the baby one.
Okay.
When did you pick up golf? And I think it's the best time since you live in Florida.
It is. That's what they kept telling me. Well, I picked the golf up the last year I was in Denver. One of my teammates got me into it at the time. And I just couldn't stop ever since then. I just have the golf bug. It's just, for me, it's just a game that I like, being outdoors. I like the peace, even though I might be hitting bad that day, but like get to relax and chill, have great conversation with my friends or like, anybody that I have out there with me. But yeah, I picked it up a year ago when I was in Denver. And yes, I did try to golf during the hurricane. I didn't make it out, but I did make it to Topgolf, though.
There we go.
I made it somewhere to
You made it somewhere, like, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, I can call my wife right now and be like, hey, I'm going golfing, and she's going to hang up on me. Like,
she's like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, she's getting tired of it, and it's like, but it's, for me, when I pick up other hobbies, it's like, and it's something that I'm like, into and I like to do, it's gonna be hard to get rid of it. So.
Yeah.
I'm trying to compromise with the time, but it's getting hard since we moved to Orlando.
Now you have options.
It's golf everywhere.
It's every day. It's like a nice day outside.
Even it's crazy. Even my kids
they want to do it.
No, I got them into it.
Really?
But I took them to Topgolf yesterday, and my youngest Kendricks was like, "Dad, we always going to Topgolf." I'm like, "What else you want me to do? Like,
what you want to do?"
It's something I love, and I want to spend time with y'all. You just like they just tired of going to Topgolf right now.
They're gonna be sick of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna like tell stories like later on, like people gonna be like, "Oh my God, what did your dad want to do? Wanted to go to play Topgolf. That's all he wanted to do. That's all he." But if one of them becomes a golfer, you could at least be like, "I did that. I did that."
True.
There you go. Is there anything else that you love to do outside of playing golf?
Just like really spending time with the kids. I got boys, man. They growing up fast. And they into sports, and then my baby girl, she's growing up. So like for me, it's just the free time I get, like my off days, or any chance I get, I try to like spend the time with them, because I know during the season, doing work, it's hard to get that time, and they know the sacrifice that I have to make. But when I do get that time, like that's what we at Topgolf. They know. So it's easy. They know we're going outside somewhere when I'm off. So
it seems like family is really important to you. What can you talk a little bit about just where that comes from? Is it from how you grew up? Like how is family so important to you?
Yeah, it's basically just how I grew up. I grew up around all my family. My family's pretty big. All my cousins, my brothers, and just having that family like. I had all my cousins and like family member in high school with me, You know, my grandma worked at the school. My auntie worked at the school. So, and we pretty much did everything as a family. Like even kids' birthdays. Like my birthday wouldn't be just my birthday. It's all my cousins' birthdays. So everybody got a gift. Everybody spent time together. You know, so that's me, and just pretty big on family. Like that's my biggest support, really. And a lot of times I lean on them, just to get me through.
Yeah, definitely. All right, a bigger thing that we're gonna do is we have a game for you.
Okay.
And this is how we're really gonna get to know you. And we took a deep dive through your Instagram.
I gotta delete some pictures, man.
Yeah.
So.
And so I want you to give us your take of when you see this photo, just overall, what comes to mind and what was this moment? You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was my first All-Star game when I read the rookie-sophomore game.
Uh-huh.
And it was supposed to be this futuristic. I was supposed to be upside down or something, like hanging.
Okay.
I don't know. Like the actual that was me actually upside down for real. It's just we flipped it. I don't know. It's been a while, but it was supposed to be like this.
This
weird,
is young Kenny though too.
It is young Kenny.
Like no braids, not like
no
the
braids,
hair.
Small little beat up afro. I even have the Gucci belt.
Look at you. You're like, I've upgraded, huh?
I don't even wear belts no more.
No.
I just my pants just fit, No
Okay, this one.
Oh man, Men in Black. This is my junior. This is my son KJ, and he was just laying there. Me and my wife, we was just playing, and just put the glasses on him. Thought it was pretty cool. Like I have a better one than that, but which is I have to show
Even
you.
funnier?
Yeah, even funnier. I have to show you.
I love that. Okay, this is a funny one. I'm ready for this
sure?
one. Yeah.
Steve Urkel. Jaleel White, man, that's one of my favorite shows. Which my favorite show is Family Matter.
Okay.
So when he was on that show, and I wanted to go as him that Halloween year, and I actually kind of pulled it off.
I think you did a good job.
I did.
I think the headphones are a little too up to date.
Yeah.
But and you like swagged it out with the KCP chain. You're like, I gotta.
I couldn't have the glasses with the
tape around it.
tape
Oh, the thing. Oh yes.
With
Okay.
just regular glasses.
But you did that.
I thought I did great.
Yeah. We'll give you A+ for that one.
And crazy thing about I lived. He didn't know I dressed up as him. I lived like 2 doors down from him.
No way. And you never told him?
I never told him.
Well, maybe if you watch this podcast.
Maybe. Gotta watch the podcast. I'm gonna have the picture up. We're gonna show you.
And we're gonna show you.
Yes.
That is like a tribute. Okay, this one's a really good one.
Best day right there. New team. Agent's happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
My family's happy. Just another blessing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to continue to play in this league and be valued, as I am today. Just a blessing.
That's awesome.
Just give God's thanks to that.
Yeah. Last one. This one seems pretty special.
Okay, yes. This is the day that my hometown, Greenville, Georgia, made April 5th, my day. So that April 5th is KCP Day in my hometown.
That's awesome.
This was actually, my hometown had a parade for me, which was, yes, everybody.
How big was it? Was it awesome?
It was like, my hometown is less than probably 500 people,
so
maybe
everybody.
600. So everybody was there. Like I probably knew everybody that was there. My college teammates came, my college coaches came, high school coaches. That's the mayor of Greenville.
Okay.
And she's just presenting this
proclamation.
proclamation to me and giving me that April 5th. It's my it's KCP Day.
Is it cool to kind of know that you have your own day?
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't do nothing the first. I missed this time.
Yeah.
But we actually planning stuff for the remainder of the time. Just doing stuff through the charity, give backs, and just having fun with it. And I also built my basketball court down there as well.
Okay.
which is a part of my charity and everything. So we just do a lot of things through that, and hopefully it turned out well.
Gotta always give back to the hometown.
Always.
Well, Kenny, thank you for joining me on Magic Crossover presented by Starry. Good luck this season. We'll see how you do this season.
Thank you. I'm ready. I'm excited.